Good morning, guys and gals, vapors and vapettes, and the entire YouTube universe. I'm Vaping Vigilante, and this morning I want to bring you something pretty damn special. One of the latest additions to the new high-end box mod, parallel box device out on the market, and it is from Silver Wolf Customs in the Philippines. And what device is that? It's that device right there, the Hollowpoint by Silver Wolf Customs. This is number, I don't know if you can read that, number 63 from Silver Wolf Customs, Filipino Pride. And I've got on top of it, I've got the Hellboy, of course. I love this Addy. I got this Hollowpoint a little over a week ago, and I have been, well, actually a little bit longer than that, and I've been using it religiously. I absolutely love it. It is a, well, I'll show you more when we go down close or whatever to look at it, but what you have is a full mechanical box. Okay, there are no wires, there's no chips, there's no anything like that. It runs in parallel. Okay, so you have 4.2 volts coming from two batteries, one battery, whatever, they share the voltage. You get a 4.2 volts optimally, of course. And you have a copper internal body sleeved with Delran. Okay, to read off the specifics, you have a trigger firing button. As you can see, it's right in there. That is the firing button right there. You push that and she wants to get rowdy. You have a brass 510 connection up top, which I'll show you when we go up close. Peak insulated 510, of course. You have a copper floating pin in the 510 connection. Okay. You have the solid copper construction with the Delran sleeve on the outside of it. They say that this is for extreme vaping. And from what I can tell you so far in using this, I don't have a terribly low build on here. I think this is right at about a 0.14 or maybe it's a 0.2. I can't remember exactly. I do know it's anarchist wire that I'm running on here. The performance has been outstanding. It has been excellent. Using this device, it feels as though I'm using something that is a veritable wattage device, that I'm running at fairly high wattage. Let me show you a little bit more of the cloud production off of this device. There are some fresh batteries in here, but I actually thought about doing the video with the batteries I've been using all day, because it was still firing great. The battery life, I have noticed, has been very good in these, as I get with all parallel, I should say high-end parallel devices that have very little to possibly very little to virtually no voltage drop. Now, there's always going to be some voltage drop, but I haven't delved into that, and I don't have the big voltage drop tester like Twisted has or anything like that. I keep telling him to get me one, and he said, well, I'll try, you know, but anyway, let me get a little bit of vapor right quick. That is so nice. Yes, she performs, come on, chair, roll. Anyway, she performs very nicely. I absolutely have a love affair with this mod. I love the way it feels. It's not terribly big. I mean, now I am, you know, I'm a little bit bigger guy. You know, I'm 6'1", about 260 pounds, and so I've got fairly, you know, large hands. But for me, it fits wonderfully, and you know, I just kind of use that that knuckle right there, and and then she goes, you know. The fit is great. I've even held it this way with the finger grips in my palm, and kind of use my thumb like this and fire it that way. Works great either way. Now, one of the things that I really like about this is that the firing button, you got to mean it. You got to mean it when you fire it. Okay, it's not for the little.
You push it. I'm gonna push the button and it's gonna fire.
No, it's get in there and grip that sumbitch and fire the button. Okay, it is a stiff button. You have to fire it. I've let some friends try it and things, and they're like, it's not working. And I'm like, well, grip it like you got a pair, you know, push the button. Fires every time. Okay, so enough gushing right quick. Let's dive down, take a little bit of closer look at this, and get a little bit more familiar with the Hollowpoint. Let's go right down there. All right, now we are down up close with the Hollowpoint. Okay, there's your back, as you can see. You have the Silver Wolf Customs emblem there, and you have your Filipino Pride, and you have your little serial number right there. This is 063. Okay, you come up, you look around, and like I said, this is an entire Delran sleeve around this copper body. Okay, this is your 510 connection. You've got a brass 510 connection with this is really deep engraving. Engraving? Yeah, it's deep engraving. And that will act as airflow channels if you have something that fits more flush on there. Now, I'm not going to take this device apart, but as you can see right there, you have these 3 Allen type screws up top here. Okay, and I'm sure that's for lifting the top out, and then you'll see the firing mechanism in there. As you can see down there in the center, you've got your copper 510 connection, and guess what? That's got a Phillips screw on there. Now you can screw that up and you can screw it down. I think I said that it was floating. I'm sorry, it's not. It's adjustable. You adjust it up and down or whatever. What's cool about that is you can kind of get that adjusted and with your addies so that you can, especially when I'm using like the Hellboy, you know, I can get it to where it squares up and the airflow comes out both sides, and then it's squared up on there. So that allows you some adjusting. We go down underneath there, you can see that's where your batteries go in, okay, and it is copper, as you can tell. Now, similar to the some other mods like this, like the Hell's Gate and things, you have these vent holes down here, and what I have found best for screwing these caps in and out is just using a pair of tweezers, and I just kind of stick them right there in those holes, and I just turn them, and the cap comes right out. What's cool about that too is the tweezers kind of hold on to the cap, so then you can just kind of drop it down there. Let me take the other one out for you. Okay, come on out. Now these end caps are very nicely done. As you can see, they're all copper. They have some very nice threads on them, if the camera will focus in there. Yes, very nice threads, very well made. And then, what do we have? We have batteries. And of course, I will mention battery safety. Okay, I am using the CLRD. As you can see, these are 3.7 volts, 2800 mAh, 35 amp batteries. Remember, do not skimp on batteries. Now, the box itself, being that it is a full mechanical box, you're not worrying about wires, you're not worrying about chips. Every connecting point is metal on metal. So as far as your build limit goes, it's pretty much up to these guys right here. So if you're using very safe batteries, you can safely build really low on this. Now that's to each to his own, how low you build. It's not my place to say how low you build. I'm just saying that because of the performance of the box, there really isn't a reason to go too low. Okay, so always get good batteries. So I'll set those aside, and we can see up in there. So you can kind of see up in the top there. See, there's your 2 copper contacts up in top, and then you have this whole copper base, and then this inside here, these are Delran, but your copper, everything as far as it's transferring current is all copper in this thing. Okay, it's very simple, it's very well made. There you go, Hollowpoint, deep engraving on there in this Delran. Okay, Hollowpoint. There is your, now this, let me get this right. Okay, you can see that screw coming down right there. Okay, and now on the other side you don't have that. There's your firing button. It's a very nice, it's a fairly short throw. Okay, there's not a whole lot of throw there. I don't know if you can see that. See, that's not firing, firing, not firing, firing. Okay, it is it is simplistic in its design, but it is that simplicity that I think makes it perform so well. You have the smooth side back here, which is meant to kind of take your sit right there with your thumb and in your palm, and then your fingers just drape right over the front of it. Nice, deep, and nice wide finger holes there, or finger grips, you know, pistol grip. It's basically how it is. Another buddy of mine that was in the military, he basically said, well, hell, it looks like a dead man switch on a bomb. And it kind of does, you know. You just, if you kill me, I will set a bomb, you know. But anyway, I could go on and on about this mod because it has performed flawlessly. Its performance is excellent, 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 okay? So now that we've seen it up close there, I think I've showed you just about all I can show you up close. So let's jump back out and do some more vaping and talking about it. All right, be right back. All right, now we're back up to normal view. Anyway, that's just a little shout out to Grim Green there. So the Hollowpoint is, like I said, it's from Silver Wolf Customs out of the Philippines. Now, it is a connoisseur type of level of mod. Okay, like I said, it is parallel. Okay, both your batteries go positive side up, negative side down. The threads back here on the caps are perfectly smooth. They're interchangeable. I don't get any kind of squeal in the threads if I switch that cap over to that cap, or vice versa, or anything like that. It's really simple to set up. As you can see with the Hellboy on there, it just looks sick. It's awesome. It's fantastic. Now, the price. Okay, that's what it ultimately comes down to every time, is the price. Now, the price is going to set this in a level for your enthusiasts, those that really appreciate authentic, something different. The price is $210. So that is not feasible for a lot of people. I understand that. Is it worth $210? Yes, I think it is worth $210. It is for, if you appreciate authentics, if you appreciate something that's different, if you appreciate the craftsmanship, the performance, and all that, then it is definitely worth $210. Are there devices out there that will probably perform just as well for less than $210? I'm sure there are. Okay, I'm absolutely sure there are. There's a lot of good parallel boxes out there that are I've kind of, you know, I'm a big box fan. I love box mods, okay, and I like my mechanicals too, but I really like box mods. There's a higher caliber of box mods coming out nowadays, and a lot of them are coming out of the Philippines. You know, people are familiar with the MCV Cherry Bomber box, okay, and the aluminum and the copper, which an upcoming video is I have a clone of the aluminum Cherry Bomber, and I have a clone of the copper Cherry Bomber, and I have access, very special access, to a authentic copper Cherry Bomber box from a very special lady up at Juicy Vapes, Denisa. Recently acquired a authentic Cherry Bomber box with the Fat Man Addy on top, and she's going to very cautiously allow me to borrow it. I'm not going to fire it, okay? I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to put any batteries in it and light it off, but I'm just going to use it to show you in an upcoming authentic versus clone video of the Cherry Bombers, okay? So, and then you have the Marley box from Silver Wolf Customs as well. You have the up-and-coming Undertaker box from Silver Wolf Customs, which is a tiny little box that is in series. Yes, a full mech series box. I don't know if I can get my hands on one of those. Maybe if the Silver Wolf Custom Gods are shining on me or something, I might be able to get one. But and then there's a lot of the Hammond parallel boxes out there that perform very well too. So you have to decide for yourself. Like Grim says, you put your vape budget hands and you think about it. Is that something I can do? Shout out to Andrew Blaylock from Vape Holla. He got one of these as well from us up at Juicy Vapes. We do still have a few of these left, and you can call and order one over the phone, and we can have it shipped out to you. We have the Marley boxes as well. We even have the BC box mods up there as well, the Halo switch box and the regular switch box. And those are both excellent performing parallel and series boxes all in one. But I definitely believe that this is something that if you ever have the chance to see one up close, if you ever have the chance to touch one, or you just trust the smucks like me that are saying that it's wonderful, I don't think you will be disappointed. Andrew, we sent his out the end of last week, and he got it, and as soon as he got it, I guess he sent me a message, and he said the Hollowpoint is awesome. He said thank you so much. He really enjoys it. So everybody that I've let try it they think it's sick as hell, and I do too. So with that being said, decide for yourself. Is it something you would enjoy? I'm sure you would enjoy it. But is it something you can part 210 of your hard-earned dollars to get? You know what? I think if you're looking just something, it's very unique. It's very unique. Its performance is excellent. Let me get some more vapor right quick. Right there. This is not no comp build on here. Okay, this ain't I'm not trying to slide in a 0.04 build on you or a 0.03 build in order to produce that kind of vapor. No, this is a 0.1, I think a 0.2 build on here, which is low for some. For me, that's pretty much right around I like to build when parallel. But the performance is excellent. See, even right there, that was starting to get a little bit dry because of the amount of power that it delivers. It really does feel like you're hitting something that you have the wattage pumped way up on, So it's great. It's fantastic. It performs beautifully. So I definitely like the Hollowpoint. I definitely recommend it. I think that you should check them out. I'll have links to their Facebook page. There's other sites that are selling them. Most of the other sites still say it's a pre-order. So looking at EBM Box Mods, they still say it is a pre-order, shipping in 3 to 4 weeks, and they have it at $210 as well. And so I know that we have them up at Juicy Vapes for now until they all get sold out. And I don't know if she's going to order a second run or not, but I think that it's something that you would highly enjoy if you got a hold of one. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I am the Vaping Vigilante, and remember, vape it like you stole it. We'll see you later.